Alrighty, guys. Well, it's another day to be alive, another day to be grateful.
We're here with Elevate
Elevate with
With
Us
Us podcast.
podcast.
Yes, sir.
We do have what do you call them, followers?
A follower on Instagram that actually had a topic that they wanted us to discuss. And this topic is it says all right, so basically it says that she discussed this topic with her boyfriend, but she wants to hear different people's perspective. Thank you for actually commenting and being involved, and hopefully we could continue your conversation and your thoughts.
100%.
It says, I'm curious what both of your thoughts are on the division happening between men and women nowadays. What do you think is causing the L reading?
You want me to read it?
I can't read?
I don't know.
All right. I'm curious what both of your thoughts are on the division between men and women nowadays. What do you think is causing the division? What guys go through specifically that you think women may be overlooking, and what you think can help close the gap or the resentfulness that women and men have been holding towards each other? Or if that's too much to cover, maybe go over men's mental health and struggles men go through that you believe women or society as a whole are overlooking. I know that was some L reading right there.
It's all right. Getting better every day.
Yeah, man. So
basically, the gist of the question is, what's the first one? Because there's multiple in there, right?
yeah, it was so to start off, what are your thoughts on the division
Division. Let me see the phone. Let's see here. So,
oh man, it's early, man. It's early.
I'm curious on both of your thoughts on the division happening between men and women nowadays. What do you think is causing that division, and what specifically do women overlook in men? Basically, that's the first question.
All right.
All right. So what?
Division
Between men and women nowadays. What's our perspective on that, and what is causing the division?
First of all, to start, I would like to say that in society, or when I'm talking about these people that I'm gonna talk about the people that are higher ups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That 1% that control the 99%, and division is their goal. They don't want to see
not 100% separation.
Together.
If they see us come together, that means we're less powerful than them.
Yeah, and we're more powerful.
Yeah, we're more powerful than them together.
Yeah.
But if that's why they want all this division between not only men and women, but races and religion and all that stuff. But going back to the question, what do you think, in your opinion? Like, what do you think is the cause of division between men and women? And yeah, what do you think is causing that? Like, who do you think?
I think the cause. All right, so I think the main cause is it would have to be as the male and the femme traits, mask and femme traits. So in today's society, it's kind of like it's doing a flip flop. A lot of females have more mask traits, and a lot of men have more
femme traits.
So right there, that's going to cause a problem, because our natural nature is
men are masculine, women are feminine.
Men are alpha, women are supposed to be beta. Men are supposed to be the one that, I want to say, control more of the situation, but they're supposed to be the alpha male. You know what I mean? It's the alpha male. That's how nature works. When you're in nature, you see animals, lions, wolves. You know what I mean? The alpha male gets the females usually. They control the group. They say what's going on.
They feed everyone else type thing, yeah.
Yeah, so I believe it has to do with a lot of femme and mask energy. My bad. I believe it has to do with a lot of femme and mask energy, and the switch on it. So I feel like females have to get back into the femme, and males have to get back into their mask energy.
I agree. I feel like there's 100% definitely. I mean, you could obviously see it in social media and news, everything. Like, I wouldn't even say if it's a more of a division between men and women. I feel like it's a more of a like kicking men down, kind of like making men seem like we're not needed, basically. You know what I mean? Like trying to make us seem not needed, you know, which is increasing depression and you know, loneliness and single life and all that stuff. More in a way where like there's an agenda where they're trying to make men seem as if, basically, if men are not needed in this society, basically. And I feel like it's kind of an agenda where it's empowering women, which I 100% agree with. I think everyone should be empowered, whether you're a woman, man, they, or them. I don't care what you are. Mm-hmm. Everyone should be empowered within themselves. But there's a difference between empowering yourselves and then empowering yourselves to bring the other side down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. I agree to you to an extent, though, because I agree that women should be empowered. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I believe
100%.
women have capabilities that men... women... All right, basically, it comes down to, in reality, women and men aren't, like, they're equal, but they do, like, they have different traits. They're supposed to be different.
They have traits that the other can do better than the other.
Yeah, so...
But we are equal as in human beings, as in what our potential can be. We are definitely equal in that. Women are as great as men, men are as great as women. But I agree with you. We have traits that men do better.
Yeah, so we have certain...
there's traits that women do better.
Yeah, so we have certain strengths. Like, men have strengths and women have strengths. Men have weaknesses. And,
yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? So...
And that's where we balance each other out.
Yes.
Their strengths are sometimes...
Nowadays, everybody... Which is great. Like, everybody's trying to be independent. You know what I mean? Everybody's trying to hold their own. Which, like, yes, do that. Like, do all that. But it comes to a point when you're dealing with the opposite sex where you have to... Or, like, for real, I wouldn't even say, like... It's the female's part of kicking us down. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, men have to step into their shoes.
Yeah. I'm not saying women are kicking us down. I'm saying, like, the agenda is for, like, men to be, like, not thought of as powerful or basically trying to get rid of the man. Because think of it. If you deprive men of their masculinity and they have no drive. They have no ambition. They're depressed pigs sitting on a couch doing absolutely nothing for their life. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's low-key what they want. Not so much in the woman's standard, but the agenda just in the men's standard. And I don't even think it's more of like the women kicking us down. It's more of the agenda that's going on.
No.
So like the reason I say that is like I feel like that's a form of suppression. Trying to take away our masculinity from us because that's what gives us ambition and drive and goals and, you know, things that we want to do in life and financial stability and all that. And when you try to take away the masculinity from that, it kind of, not in all men, but your ambition and masculinity is with gay men as well. It's like not even like saying as in like your form of like,
you about to touch on the touchy subject.
I'll touch on the touchy subject. I don't care. Yeah, and I'm not even saying like masculinity as like gay men have masculinity as well. Mm-hmm. Even the most flamboyant gays have their, you know, little masculine side. Like
I don't agree with that.
And I feel like even they have a drive to do what they want to do, and like masculine as in like the masculine energy of ambition and discipline and consistency and all that type of stuff. And I feel like once they take away that, is like when, you know, you're less ambitious, you don't really care. You know, like it's a form of control, basically.
Yeah.
Because they don't really think about a man without masculinity doesn't stand up for themselves, doesn't say anything, doesn't go up against anyone. All right, and I feel like that's what they want. They just want sheep. They just want people.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I mean? They just want sheep to do what they want to do so they can have control. But the thing is, if all humans have a masculine, even women.
Yeah.
And if
and femme.
Like, yeah, and femme. And men have femme, 100%.
But it's the one that overpowers. Like, when you talk about masc and femme traits, like, for example, a femme trait is being in tune with your emotions, which I believe that to elevate, really, a man has to start to be in tune with his emotions. Because when you're in tune with your emotions, you have more control over a situation. Definitely for a man, because men already have other attributes that if they control their emotions, now it's like whatever somebody says, you could control yourself and then really think and process it out instead of reacting off your emotions.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Like,
But the only part I disagree when you say society, I don't disagree. I agree with you fully. But it's more like men take responsibility. Because that's your, like, no, if you get kicked down, the only way to get up is with your own feet.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like they have to step into their shoes and take responsibility for their life and become more masculine and do things like go to, you know what I mean? Females go to the gym, work out, get stronger, lift heavy weight. You know what I mean? Do stuff like that. Get physically strong, physically look good. You know what I mean? Take care of yourself.
No, 100%.
But yeah, I mean the division though. What? So I think.
So yeah, what I think is causing the division is not necessarily women at all. I don't think women are the main issue of the problem at all, because women empowerment is a great thing. I love it. I think more women should be empowered. I think everyone should be empowered, like I said before. But I feel like it's an agenda, whether you call it the government, society, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But there's definitely an agenda being pushed of trying to take masculinity away from men, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's, again, like I go back to just a form of control, trying to suppress you.
Even like, it goes to the point of like, when you pleasure yourself. When a man pleasures himself, that takes away your masculinity. Takes away your energy.
Bro, think about it. If you're watching porn all the time, beating off every day, multiple times a day, what are you just saying about yourself? You're saying, oh, I can't get women. You're literally saying, and subconsciously, maybe not consciously, you're not thinking that way. Maybe you can get women, but subconsciously, you're just saying, oh, I can't get women. I have to pleasure myself. And it's a dopamine receptor that's going off. And it's literally making you, like watching porn all the time is, like, literally making your sensitivity of, like, sexual things and, like...
And it makes you more, when you're in the real world, all right, so when you don't beat your meat, and you go out in the real world and you see a female you're attracted to, first of all, I believe in neutral attraction, but I believe in attracting a female.
Yeah,
alpha males attract females. You know what I mean?
Like,
but you could pursue a female, but you won't pursue a female if you don't have the energy to. So when you're doing that all day or doing that however many times you do it a week or a month, it's wasting that energy. So you're not going to you don't feel the need to, because you're so used to getting your energy off by yourself.
Yeah, but it's like, and the thing is, I feel like that's why they're trying to, like, in media, they're like, yeah, it's okay, it's healthy to do it, yeah, this and that. Like, that's why I feel like they're, like, low-key trying to push people to do it more.
That's what I'm saying.
Men in specific trying to say, like, it's okay. It's like, yeah, it's healthy. You should be doing it every day, type of thing. And I think exactly the opposite. Literally, when you don't do it, you have literal more energy in your body. You can lift more. You can do more. You have more energy. You have more ambition. You want to do things you want to do.
Personal
you know
question.
What I mean?
Personal question.
Yeah.
Do you practice semen retention?
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Nah, actually, this year, I'm not gonna lie, this year has been my best year of, like, practicing semen retention.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I feel like both of us been practicing semen retention for years, like, trying, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in the past, I've definitely failed. You know what I mean? That's just me being honest.
I trust me, I failed.
But this year, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've really cut porn out. You know what I mean? I really don't have urge to go do that stuff anymore. And you're right. In the weight room, you could tell from 2 weeks when you're on that shit that, like, you could tell from 2 weeks when you're on that you literally get, like, I get 15 pounds heavy. Like, my weights get 15 pounds heavier in everything I lift. You know what I mean? I can feel the strength. I'm more energized. I don't need as much sleep.
It makes you soft, I feel like. It makes you more, like...
Yeah, it makes you more, like, yeah. It kills your energy. It definitely
kills
does.
your energy, and it kills your, like, masculinity. I'm not gonna lie. Like you hear all these athletes talking about practicing semen retention, Mike Tyson, Pacquiao, Mayweather, whoever it may be. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people used to practice semen retention. Even Kanye was talking about it. They practice semen retention because literally it's life force energy that you are releasing. Mm-hmm. bro, you make babies with that. You know what I mean? That is probably the greatest.
It's one of
It's the most powerful things that we can do.
yeah,
Like
it's the
literally,
most
it's
powerful
the
energy.
most powerful energy that we have in our body, and you're just releasing that like if it's like nothing. You know what I
You're
mean?
wasting it.
Like you're wasting it. Like if it's it's gold. It's more than gold. It's way more powerful than gold. Gold can't make babies. You know what I mean? Like it's a life force. It creates life force energy, and they just want us to release it at no will. Just have no type of discipline, have no type of consistency within ourselves.
Yeah, so trying to stay kind of on topic. We're gonna push off a lot, but so that's what we basically think the division is coming from, is masc energy and femme energy being switched, and males not stepping into their masc energy, females stepping into their masc energy a little bit too much, because that's also a big issue. But it all depends on the male. Like, I think for a guy as myself, I think once you become more alpha and once you step into those alpha shoes, females respect that, and females will not become lower than you, but will respect you as a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you will respect her as a woman.
And you can still have a relationship where you're both independent, and
That's the best relationship.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
the
I
best.
want.
Yeah, that's what I
Mhm.
want too. You know, like a relationship where the woman is alpha in her own right. Like in her own right, where she is independent, where she can do the things that she wants to do, literally have the businesses, whatever she wants to do, she can do it.
Yeah, so we're gonna so we agree that it's a separation of masc and femme energy. What do you think, guys?
What do you think is specific? What do you
women
think?
overlooking? What are women overlooking? I don't think it's a woman problem, as we say. I don't think it's a woman problem. I think it's a man's problem is stepping into his shoes
Yeah.
and becoming what he needs to be at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
100%.
And what? All right. So what do we think could help close the gap? That's a great question. What can we think help close the gap?
Educating men, doing exactly what we're doing now. Educating boys, men, teenagers, whatever, you know. Education.
I love that answer.
You know what I mean? Education is the main way to learn anything, obviously. It's education. You need to learn it before you even do it. Like, the thing is that is sad that a lot of people don't even know this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't even realize what they're doing. A lot of people don't.
Awareness.
Yeah, it's like they don't even have the awareness because it's everywhere, bro. You go on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok, depending on who you are and what you're liking, what the algorithm is, they're going to show you what they want to show you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to really show you videos like this, for example, or something that's going against the grain of what society's trying to push.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the main thing of doing that is giving people awareness, just having this conversation. Hopefully we give someone the awareness to learn and become the person they want to become.
And later on,
and
we could get more deeper into like the semen retention.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And
We'll have a
could
whole
get
podcast.
Yeah, you know
on
what I
that.
mean? We could do more stuff
Yeah.
like that just because that's a great topic and starting to empowering men, you know what I mean? But the thing is, or not empowering men, just getting men to be back to their natural self of
Yeah,
alpha,
100%.
of masc energy. You know what I mean? Because I believe me and you carry that trait very well when it comes to having masc energy. You know what I mean?
And like, the one thing I do want to say to the audience is like, no one's perfect. Everyone's going to fail.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to fail in a bunch of stuff and a bunch of things they want to do. But like, bro, it's not about failing. It's about getting back up and keep going. Because that's what's going to keep you pushing forward, and that's what's going to keep you in steady lane of becoming the person you want to become. You can fail once a day, every day, but if you get up and still, it's about trying your best. Literally trying your best, getting up, staying consistent, having the discipline to do it. But know when you fail, obviously try not to do it again. Don't give yourself an excuse to fail again. Give that an excuse to be more disciplined and keep going in the same thing.
And
that
to
you
be
wanna keep going
completely transparent.
Yeah, with yourself and
with-
not lying to yourself.
With even what we're going through, like me and him are as we said, like consistency. This is our first podcast. We haven't been able to see each other. We've been a lot of things been going on. But you know what I mean. But we're trying to get back into the groove of things, and we're not perfect. And what I tell him every day, we text each other though. I tell him every day, let's get 1% better. So as long as you had that mindset of getting at least a little better than you were yesterday, then you continue to grow and you'll continue to strive and hopefully reach your greatness one day. All right, so what closes the gap?
Like I said, education. The main
Education.
thing is educating the youth. And
I
the
agree.
men, because men are the same way. The men are low key probably worse.
I agree. It's educating men, it's educating women about fem energy, keep empowering both, but understand that females are good at certain things, men are good at certain things. When you come together, that's when you become very powerful. But when you try and do everything yourself, yes, you may get it, but it's going to throw your energies off. And I believe that you should try, but you have to understand that men are naturally good at certain things. Females are naturally good at certain things. So don't fight it. Yes, get better in everything you do, but don't fight the natural energies, and don't try to become too mask when you're a female. Don't become too femme as a male. I mean, but yeah, let's. I think I'd rather do. And sorry for the person who asked, but I think I'd rather do the struggles and mental health in a different podcast, because that's a whole nother thing we could get into a little deeper. So that's probably gonna be a part 2 of this video. But for now, if you're stuck at the bottom, there's only one way up, and that's to elevate.